Now we understand what is anger. A little bit, I would like to share my experience with anger. I too had understand a process, and then we will do the process, and then instructions how you can do the process at home. Good morning, everyone. So we gathered today to talk about anger and how to release it. So everyone who feels they get angry more often than they would like to be, just write me in chat box. A little bit, I would like to share my experience with anger. I too had anger disproportionate than what is required. And I was not aware as also. But when I saw people around me, they're reacting about it and they're feeling sad about it, then I became present to the fact that I'm getting more angry than the situation requires. First, we understand what is anger, and then we will understand the process, and then we will do the process, and then instructions how you can do the process at home to release excess anger. So before we start, just bring your consciousness and your awareness within your body. All healing happens through the body, and all emotions are stored in the body. So bring all your attention and consciousness from wherever it is. Close your eyes and bring it within your body. Be present to your body. How is it that your body is feeling? So this exercise is to bring the attention to the body and feel the emotion which your body feels. So what is the difference between an emotion and a feeling? Emotion is something which is still at the mental level. And when we start feeling it in the body, then it becomes a feeling. I am scared, but still at the mental level, I still don't feel it in the body because it's still not stored in the body. But once we start feeling it in the body, then that emotion becomes a feeling. So that is it. Now we understand what is anger. Anger is actually it's one of the most unwelcome emotion. People don't want to get angry, but still they get angry. So the first thing is anger is a power position. When I get angry, I feel powerful because I'm maybe shouting, and especially when I'm expressing, not when I'm repressing. So anger has two aspects. One is expression, and when one is repression. I'm talking about the expressive anger. So when I am exploding, I'm expressing my anger. It's a power position for me. It gives me a lot of resources. It makes me feel powerful. It is good for you. But it is not good for the environment on whom you are shouting. It brings trauma to them. So when I get expressing my anger, I'm exchanging my trauma. I'm giving my trauma to the other person. And when I get angry too often, it affects my relationship at home and in office. In office, you will find that people who get angry very often, people don't want to work with them. Those bosses are very unpopular. At home also, if one of the spouse is getting very angry at the drop of a hat, the relationship is not that enjoyable. And also with parents, and same with kids go through a lot of trauma when the parents express their anger on the kids, because they are the primary caretaker, and kids are fully dependent on their parents when they are small. So these are the side effects of anger. So that is why it is unwelcome. We know that it is there, but we cannot control at times. Why we are not able to control? Because it becomes a pattern of the mind and the body to get angry, because either we express anger or we repress anger. Both doesn't give us freedom. When we express anger and we feel the power on other people, and at times it helps us get things done, then it becomes a pattern for us. We find, oh, I'm feeling so powerful, let's express it more and more. And then it becomes a pattern. But at the end, it jeopardizes our relationship, our overall well-being. When we feel angry, there's a lot of stress in the body as well. Body goes through a fight and flight response as well. When we repress, it's poison. All the blood pressure and all those diseases happen because of repressed anger. Yeah, depression. People who are very expressive about their anger, they don't fall into depression that easily. That's one of the positive things of expressing anger. But repression is even more dangerous for the individual. It is good for the environment, but it is very dangerous for the individual. Why? Because it harms, it's like a poison, slow poison. And then repression also becomes a pattern of the body, because our anger is repressed, then it will show it again and again. And then again, the practice, now you got used to repress it more and more. And then it takes form of diseases in the body. And at times, also a person falls into depression. Both expression and repression can become a habit pattern for us. And so today we understand how to transcend it. We will neither express it, neither repress it, but we transcend it. We transform it and transcend it. How to do that? So this is a 20 minutes process in which we actually feel the anger. Initially, you can think of an incident which made you like really angry, wild and really angry. And then what you should do is feel it in the body, because all emotions, especially the stored old emotions, are stored in the body. Feel it in the body. Don't release it. We feel it for 15 minutes. Suppose your stomach starts twitching, then twitch it even more. Feel it. Because to release it, first we have to feel it. Because if I have to clear something in front of me, then I have to first see that thing. So I have to see my anger to have that on the surface, to transmute it and transform it and transcend it. So we first feel it in the body. Whatever part of the body, you will feel it, like there will be some tightening of the muscles, some twitching and all. Twitch it even more consciously for 15 minutes. You do it. You can do it standing or you can do it sitting. Don't do it lying down, because lying down is a rest position. If you do not have an anger issue, but you have other negative emotion issue like sadness, jealousy, you can do the same process for these emotions. So maybe you do, if you have anger, maybe you do for a couple of days for anger, and then you do take up another negative emotion which you feel is you would like to release. Let me tell you one thing, all negative emotions serve us in some way. Other than guilt, all for a functional adult to be there, I need all the negative emotion, but in adequate quantity. If someone slaps me and I'm not getting angry, then every day that person will come and slap me. I have to get angry at that moment. But appropriate amount. We only release the excess amount. We don't release the entire thing. Only guilt and shame serves no purpose in our life. Only guilt and shame are the only negative emotions which you can release completely. So for example, I don't have any fear and the car is coming and I will cross the road. This exercise can also be done for fear. I will cross the road and then I meet with an accident because I have no fear. So for a functional adult, all the negative emotions are required. Do this process continuously. It only takes 20 minutes. You can do it any time of the day. So do it for 20 minutes. Any process or meditation should not be done just after a meal, just after a heavy meal or so, because the body is busy in digestion. Other than that, you can do it at any point of the day. And as you do it, you must do it for 21 days for anger. Once you have done for 21 days for anger, then you can shift to sadness or fear or anything. Why 21 days? Because research says it takes 21 days for the neural pathway to be formed. So when you do it for 21 days, your body and mind are linked. Mind processes it and bodies and gives it to the body to store that anger. Yeah. So when you do it for 21 days, you will get used to transmuting it as and when the anger happens. Then you do not store it in the body. Your body gets used to doing it. But this positive neural pathway takes 21 days to form. So if you do for 18 days and then you miss it for 1 day, then do it again for 21 days. And if you can't devote 21 days for a simple exercise of 20 minutes, then it is not your priority. Then let it be. Yeah. Then it is whatever is very dear to us, whatever is very dear to us, we will tend to that thing. Like a mother will always tend to a child because child is very dear to her. So if your emotional state is dear to you, then you have that will to do this for 21 days. So we first feel that anger in the body for 15 minutes. Then I will tell you to stop it after 15 minutes. Maybe we do today for 10 minutes because all of us are doing it for the first time. And then for 5 minutes, we see anger as if it is a person. And we tell to I'll be prompting also, we tell to the anger that I acknowledge you and I see you. When we acknowledge our negative emotion, it loosens the grip on us. It is a good way to release it also. We acknowledge it and then we talk to the anger and see it as a third person, as an observer. When we see it as an observer, then we know that anger is not me. I am Manjari, but I am not anger. Yeah. So we just see the anger and we talk to the anger and see it, and slowly the anger will transit. We don't fight with the anger. The more we fight it, so be patient with yourself and we just release it with a lot of love because it is a part of me. When I don't want to cut it and throw it away because it's a part of me. It's required for a functional adult. So I just release the excess amount as a with love. Yeah, we acknowledge it and we release it with love. Yeah. So are we ready to do it? Yeah. So just close your eyes and feel the anger arising in your body. Force it. Imagine a situation wherein you got like really angry. Imagine that situation. And feel in what part of your body are you feeling that anger. Be present to it. Don't release it. Don't release it. Just if you feel a tightening of any body part, tighten it even more. Feel the anger fully and completely. Has been your part. It's a part, it has been within you. So feel it completely, fully and completely. Do not release it. You can visualize any situation in your life which made you really angry. And then feel that anger in the body fully and completely. Feel it. If it is making your any part, any feeling in the body, deepen it. Deepen that feeling in the body. Keep feeling the anger emotion in your body, deepening it. Keep thinking if it is required to feel the anger. Keep feeling the anger. Deepen the anger. Deepen the feeling of anger in your body. Keep feeling the anger in the body. Do not release it. It is there. Be present to it. Be present if you are feeling any pain in the body. Be present to that pain. Be present to that pain. Feel it. It was already there. Now it has come to the surface. For transforming it, it is first required that we feel it. Keep feeling the anger and whatever pain it is causing, be present to it. It is there. Now it has come to the surface. It is there within you. Keep feeling this anger. Now it is at the surface. It was there within you. And now relax your body and sit quietly. See the anger in front of you. How does the anger look like? See it as an observer. What shape, color does it has? What is its form? Tell anger, I see you, I acknowledge you. Talk to the anger, observing the anger in front of you. Hear what the anger wants to say you. Ask the anger, do you want to say me anything? Hear patiently what the anger is saying to you. Reply to the anger, whatever the anger is saying to you. Watching the anger as an observer. To the extent it is required, keep talking to the anger. And when you exhaust the dialogue between you and the anger, you can keep observing the anger. Dialogue with the anger till the time the anger wants to talk to you. Keep answering back to the anger. And when the dialogue is exhausted, then just observe the anger. And now say goodbye to the anger. You have had a dialogue, whatever was required. And now say goodbye to the anger. And as you say goodbye to the anger, see the anger floating away and away from you and becoming smaller and smaller, smaller and smaller, small, floating away and away, away and away from you, becoming smaller and smaller, smaller and smaller. And now you can no longer see the anger. And now come back to the here and now. You may open your eyes. This meditation has to be done alone in a room where nobody is disturbing you. Don't do this while traveling or while being with other people. This is not a group meditation. This is your self work. At home, you can do with the recording of my voice. All you can do is just feel the anger for 15 minutes, put an alarm clock, and then after the alarm clock, for 5 minutes, you sit and observe the anger. First, acknowledge the anger and then observe the anger as a third party. And if the anger wants to talk to you, then talk to the anger. And then at the end, see maybe you can have another alarm for 5 minutes, see the anger floating away from you so that it has become now very, very small and where you can no longer see the anger.